Motorhead Garage, the program that each week introduces you to and shows you how to install the latest and exciting and innovative products for your vehicle. Motorhead Garage is presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now here's your host, Dave Dobson.
Welcome to another edition of Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now, you diesel folks, you know that Ford's 7.3-liter Power Stroke is the holy grail of diesel engines out there. Everybody wants that kind of power, but Andy, you found that a lot of folks want that power, but the look is kind of aging out. So how have you solved that problem at McNasty Customz?
Okay, so what I did is I designed up a bracket kit that you can bolt onto your 99 to 07 Ford pickup truck, F-250, 350, whatever, or a Ford Excursion. You simply take off the front end of your truck, you do a little bit of trimming, and you install our kit onto the truck, and then you can take the brand new nose from an 11 to 16, or we also have an 08 to 10 kit, whatever nose you prefer, and you can bolt them directly onto your 99 to 07 and make it look like it's a brand new truck. And
no one will have any idea that you're running.
Nobody will have any idea that it's not. You know, professional people who really know the trucks would actually, you know, go picking things apart like the dashboard. But we also have a kit for that. Now you can put the newer dashboard into the truck. So we can actually make this truck and fool people. Everything on a 2016 truck will bolt onto a 99 truck except for this front end and that dash. And we bridged the link. We made the kit for the front end. We make the kit for the dash.
Now, some folks that don't have one of these may not understand why the 7.3 is so popular. Why do people love it so much?
Very simple. A 7.3, you could get 750,000 miles out of the motor with no problem at all. It's pre-emissions. You don't have any emissions. You don't need to worry about tuners or any kind of, you know, maintenance like that. I mean, just change the oil in those trucks and you put 750,000 miles on it. The newer trucks, like the 08 to 10 6.4s and stuff, you can't get 130 miles out of that motor without a piston cracking in it. I mean, who wants to spend that kind of money on a newer truck and have no reliability? The 7.3 is where it's at, but the 16 is where the looks are at.
So you have more power, more efficiency, and better looks all at the same time.
So you have a $10,000 truck you've been driving around for a bunch of years. You can park it in your yard the next day with this nose on it, and your neighbors think you have a $40,000 truck parked in your yard. It's the same truck.
Who are most of the people that are buying these?
We are selling them everywhere. There's multiple TV shows that are bought them, and we don't want to mention names. All kinds of show people. So all the big shows around Texas, Florida, and California are the big sellers. But mostly it's excursion owners. You know, the Excursion's big for the family, and everybody loves them. So they want an updated look when they stop making an Excursion. So now they can have what, you know, Ford never offered.
And you said this is a great thing for fleets or businesses that are looking to upgrade their look and their image, right?
Say I'm a landscaper and I have 3 trucks in my fleet and I'm near in somebody's front yard. And, you know, there's 7.3 trucks and I can put a ton of miles on them, and they're cheap trucks so I can put workers in them and I don't have to worry about it. You take this front end kit and you put it on to 3 trucks, and now you went from having 3 $10,000 trucks, now it looks like you got 3 $50,000 trucks. So instead of having $30,000 fleet, what the neighbor across the street is looking at, he's now looking at you have a $150,000 fleet, and they say, wow, that guy's doing good. And you guys know as well as I do, it's all about image.
All right, so let's run through quickly. The installation is super simple. How's it go?
Very simple. You just remove this kit. This was designed for the homeowner to do in his driveway. If you can't do it, any body shop can do it. You simply follow our videos and instructions that come with the kit. You do a little bit of trimming on the truck. You bolt our bracket kit on. You take the brand new nose that you find locally. You bolt it onto the truck. You've got to adjust it a little bit, but that's pretty much it. Anybody can do it in a weekend, as long as you have a couple of tools and a little bit good with your hands.
You can keep your old truck. You can have the looks of a great new truck. Check them out at McNastyCustomz.com. That's Customs with a Z. And oh, by the way, if you mention Motorhead Garage on their social media, you can win the raffle to get one of these kits for yourself. And by the way, ladies, he is available, so give him a call. We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings right after this.
Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Checkered flag tire beads, tires and balance beads to your door. And by Oil Undercoating, the official oil-based rust prevention system.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now, Motorheads, I know you love working on your vehicle, and whether you're a DIYer doing it in the driveway or in your shop, if you're a pro, you're going to want to protect your hands. That's how you make your money, and your hands are really super important. And our friends from Ansell are going to show us how to protect them. You've brought a whole array of gloves here, Chris. Show me what you got.
So we have an array of different types of gloves. We have single use, which protects you from oil, grease, grime, all the things that come with working on a vehicle, as well as our mechanical type glove, which protects you from cuts, abrasions, also helps you fit more like a glove so that you can accomplish the things that you want to on the car. And then as well, we have our cut and sew gloves, which also protect you from impact and working on the car as well.
We'll walk through each of those, but let's talk about these ones. The nitrile gloves are becoming more and more popular with mechanics. Gone are the days when you'd recognize a mechanic because he had grease under his fingernails and all kinds of cuts and everything.
Correct.
And
yeah.
These are a big part of that.
Yeah, historically, people haven't worn gloves to work on cars, and it's coming more and more of age of using these gloves for a few reasons. Number one, grip. Number two, it protects you from the things on the car, the oils, the solvents, antifreeze, everything that can get on you and then get other places. And another reason to use these types of gloves is you can take off the glove, throw it away, and walk away. You don't have to wash your hands, you don't have to scrub, you're not left with dirty hands. And
then if you want to get a little more heavy duty, something that's reusable as well, then you start to move into this line of the Active Armor.
Yep, this is our Active Armor line. We have a light duty, a medium duty, and a heavy duty. These gloves protect you. Again, they go above and beyond this, and with the current situation that we're in with COVID, these are a great alternative when these are definitely in demand in the marketplace. So these also protect you from the solvents and things from the car, but they give you that added protection of impact, of cut, of abrasion. And a unique part about these gloves, and the thing I like most about them, is they're one thread through the whole glove. From the top of the finger to the cuff, it's one glove, so it essentially fits you like a glove, no pun. But again, it's breathable material. It's coated with foam nitrile, which gives you that grip. Whether you're changing an oil filter or need the grip that you need, again, you've got the best of both worlds. You've got the protection and you've got the cut and abrasion protection.
Yeah, I mean, these are lightweight and airy, but how durable are they?
Very durable. The light duty does not contain Kevlar. However, these two, the medium duty and the heavy duty, both contain DuPont Kevlar, which does a couple of things that helps you with the cut protection. And that also dissipates heat. So if you're working on a hot part of the car, whether it be an exhaust manifold or exhaust or any other part after the car's been running that you need to work on or test on, Kevlar pushes that heat away.
And let's talk about the medium duty here. It's got a few features that the light duty doesn't have.
So the medium duty, again, is a little thicker than the light duty. It contains the Kevlar that I was talking about, and these ridges on the fingers protect not only your knuckles, but also the finger. And there's enhanced Kevlar in these ridges. And then again, you've got that foam nitrile coating, which gives you the grip.
Oh, those ridges there, they don't just protect you, these gloves actually become a tool.
They do, yeah. They do. They are a viable tool, and again, they're protecting your hands from the car, basically.
Excellent, and then on to the heavy duty.
Yep, so this is our heavy duty. The reason I love this glove so much is, again, it's got the DuPont, but it also has a stainless steel fiber that runs the entire length of the glove.
And what does that do for you?
Cut protection. So anything sharp, I don't recommend it, but you can take a knife and try and test it yourself and try and cut through this.
Put an orange in it, don't put your hand
in it.
An
orange or an apple, yes, correct. But that stainless steel, that little fiber protects the knife from going through, or, you know, nobody's going to be pushing a knife through your hand, but working on a car, there's lots of things that can cut you. And again, this glove has the gel impact pads. So when you're using an impact wrench or anything with vibration, this helps lessen that.
Especially if you're a pro, this is the perfect glove.
Correct. Yep, and it also has that coating to allow you to have that grip.
I like it. Now that's all the Active Armor gloves, and now on to something called the High Flex, which looks a little bit different.
Yep, this is our High Flex line. This is a glove that has Dyneema. It's made of Dyneema, which is a certain type of thread. Again, it's one thread through the whole glove. Has a polyurethane coating, which is great for abrasion. So you've seen guys that spin tires, guys or gals that spin a tire and try and stop the tire with their hands. That's great for this because it's not going to wear through. Body work, sanding, prepping, all is great with this glove. And then the thing I like most about this glove is it's very breathable. So in a hot climate, or if you're working in a hot garage, you're not going to feel that with this glove.
So many body shops I've been in are you know, like,
yeah.
feel like you're next to the sun.
Correct.
So the breathable glove is going to help a lot.
Yeah, it does. It does help.
I like it.
And this is our 11931. This is one of our newer gloves, again, made from material that allows you to breathe. but again has that cut resistance, and again the coating. And this one has an enhanced thumb crotch. If you notice when you're working on a car, you're wrenching, you're impacting, where's the first spot that wears out?
Every time.
That spot. So we've enhanced that spot so that it doesn't wear through.
And that's the first part that wears out in your hands too.
Right, correct.
Blisters and things. So that's perfect protection.
Yep. But again, you're protecting your hand. You're not losing your ability to do the work on the car, which some gloves do.
Now, these aren't the most recognizable brands, but there's one that is, and it's Ringers, and Ansell owns that.
Correct. Yep, we recently acquired Ringers. Everybody's familiar, most people are familiar with the Ringers brand. They've been big into racing, drag racing for a lot of years. And again, gloves specific for tire changing. The research and development that went into these gloves are specific by what you do on the car. Another interesting thing about these is they have a little power button on them, and that means that you can use them on any touch screen. There's a sensor in the fingers that can allow you to not take off your gloves, but order your parts at the same time.
Keep you in business.
Yep.
I love it.
Absolutely.
And you have hundreds of gloves, but you brought one more with you.
Yep.
Tell me what that is.
This is a Ringers glove. This is our R14 glove. Again, it's got the enhanced protection for the knuckles, as well as pads for the impact for those heavy duty jobs, rear ends, lift kits, things like that, where you're really using heavy metal per se. It's protecting your hands from getting injured.
Well, your hands are about the most important thing you own, so protect them. Go to Ansell.com and see what glove is perfect for you. We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. I promise.
Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, coming to you from Borla Commerce Park. Time now for the lowdown with Magic Creeper.
All right, let's compare creepers here. Now, this is a traditional mechanics creeper. You probably have something like this around your shop or around your home. And, well, it's big and bulky. It is heavy, and it does get the job done most of the time. Now, it has casters on the back. They roll nicely, but, of course, you know, on the littlest pebble, you get rolling and it gets hung up. That thing won't go anywhere. It'll spin you around or something like that. And it really is difficult to use unless you have a perfect surface on your floor. And I tell you one thing, there's no way that is getting into your car. You're not going to take that with you on the road, but the Magic Creeper is revolutionary because you can take it with you. It rolls up just like this. You can put it under your seat or in your trunk. You'll never even know that it's there. And of course, you can't bring one of these along with you, and you wouldn't be able to do anything with it anyway on gravel like this. But on a rainy day like today, think about the Magic Creeper. Maybe you get a flat tire on the way to your destination, or you've got something loose under the car and you want to check that out. Well, just by the side of the road here, you just take your Magic Creeper, you roll it out, just like that, like you're bowling, you roll it under the car. Now, the great thing about this, it doesn't have the wheels and it's not the big thick creeper, so you've got plenty of clearance. You get 3 or 4 more inches than you would otherwise. And the part of the Magic Creeper that is on the ground is the part that's going to stay on the ground. The part that you're on is going to stay dry, so dry and clean. So beside the road, you're dressed up, ready for work, ready to host a TV show. Well, guess what? Magic Creeper is your friend, and it's going to keep you clean as you go under the vehicle. And once you do go under the vehicle, you've got this range of motion where you can move right to left just like you would with a traditional creeper, and in and out under the full length of the Magic Creeper. And the gravel isn't even a problem at all. I didn't feel a thing. It was nice and cushiony as I was rolling across that. A regular creeper couldn't even pull this off, couldn't even begin to dream of doing it. And even in conditions like this, the Magic Creeper cleans up really easily. Just get a rag and a little cleaner and you're good to go. Check out the Magic Creeper at magiccreeper.com. It's the only place you can get the authentic Magic Creeper. Brian Hansen's the head engineer at Tribotex. He's back with us. And Brian, once again, we've gone to the mailbag to see what folks are asking about Tribotex. We're back to the basic question we get all the time, but it gets asked all the time. Is Tribotex safe in my car?
Yes, it is safe for any car. You can add any oil and it works in any engine.
And you get a lot of people, you say that they want to try it on something that's not going to hurt as much as putting it in your car, right?
Yeah, a lot of people try us out in their lawnmower and they're so blown away by the performance they end up putting it in their car, their wife's car, and that's how we end up upselling our products.
But you don't have to do the research yourself because these guys actually have it on their website.
Yeah, we actually have all of our scientific papers on our website. We've worked with national laboratories and we've been proven in many other engineering labs and are currently being tested in some very large companies right now.
NASA?
NASA actually gave us a spin-off. They published us this last year. So if you type in Tribotex NASA, you will find us on the internet.
These guys are the real deal. How much should we use in any engine at any given time?
Okay, that's a good question. A lot of people have different sized engines, and it's hard to find a product that's just right. Our Tribotex Original, which is this middle-sized one, is really good for anything between like a 2-liter and a 6-liter engine. It's a little thin on the bigger side or a little heavy on the small engines, but it's totally fine for all of that. Any excess will just drain out with your oil, and it will build up as much as you need. If you don't have enough, we have a satisfaction guarantee. Hit us up. We might give you another tube for you. And also, if you have a small engine, like below 2-liter, we have a Tribotex Mini, which is often great for 4-wheelers, motorcycles, snowmobiles, lawnmowers. These things are great for small cars. So I got a Toyota Prius that I race. My Tribotex Mini works great.
We talk about oil. There's all kinds of oils out there, and for cars that have been around for a while, there is the high mileage oil.
Yeah.
Should I use that for my older vehicle when I'm using Tribotex?
You can use any oil, but we recommend using just a normal oil. Now, high mileage oils have special additives in it, which can compete with Tribotex nanoparticles. The Tribotex nanoparticles are going to be superior to those particles that you're going to find in your oils.
And I saw a few people writing in asking when they should add Tribotex. Is it every fill up, every oil change? How often?
I recommend using it after an oil change. Get a fresh set of oil and blend the Tribotex with a quart of oil to get it to disperse quicker into the engine. When you add it to your engine, you need to run it for about 500 miles at least. Give it a couple thousand better, and then it will stay in your engine for over 40,000 miles.
Well, Tribotex is going to make your engine perform better. It's going to actually repair your older engines, and it's going to make your car last longer. Check them out at Tribotex.com. Well, the entire crew here is retooling for the next segment, and it's one you're going to love, especially if you like horsepower. Stay tuned. We've got more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings coming right up.
Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Tool Lodge, custom tool organization. T-Dot Performance, your source for performance parts, car accessories, body kits, and all your performance needs. And by Rogue Fabrication, helping you build your business with the right tools.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Well, Chuck, at Hellraiser Performance, you find that a lot of folks come to you with brand new Hemis, and they're having big problems. What are they talking about?
They want more power, and they want it to go fast and reliable.
Gotcha. Reliability seems to be a problem.
Correct.
What's going wrong with some of the new transmissions?
This is the 8HP90. It's the new 8 speeds that are in all the 2015 plus. We did a quick teardown here. This is the culprit here, the factory E-clutch hub. It's made of cast aluminum. It likes to shear off the hub here after around 1,100 foot-pounds of torque.
Not just the splines, it's tearing the whole hub
It
off.
shows the whole splines off right off the hub.
Man.
And then you lose second and third real quick.
It's a big problem.
And then you're wondering, what the hell, what happened? And then here's our upgraded piece. It's made of a billet steel, fully machined out of one piece. And it's more heavier duty, and it also has a much pronounced ringland to accommodate extra factory clutches and steels to add more gripping force.
Now, what are we talking about here? Materials-wise now, that's pretty beefy here. Let's see. What's
As a cast aluminum.
Cast aluminum?
And as a billet steel.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yes, big difference.
That'll really add to the reliability as well. Now, what else here? You have the clutches here.
This is the clutch stack. This is the factory clutch stack here. It uses normally 6 to 7 clutches, depending on the model. You see here, they burned up pretty good. What we've done with that, we use a Bestis GPZ clutch with an added clutch and steel to the factory stack up. And then we obviously replace all new seals, gaskets, O-rings. And we add that to the new drum, air check everything, reassemble, and they're usually good. They're good to go.
And adding the extra clutch, what does that do for performance?
It adds more surface area, which adds more clamping force, so where the clutches can't slip.
And you're also dissipating heat better because
correct. It's also dissipating heat better. It's able to get more fluid lubrication.
Which leads us to this little piece that you brought.
Yes, this little jewel here. It's great. It's not necessarily great for your everyday driver, especially in cold winter. But what it does, it allows you to drop the fluid temperatures when you're at the track. This is what goes in the cooler lines. It's a thermostat bypass valve that eliminates the problematic valve in the thermostat inside here, which usually likes to stick or get dirty and clogged, and prevents lubrication going to the cooler and back to the transmission, which can increase fluid temperatures up over 230 degrees. And with this baby here, we've actually seen it drop down to a consistent 160, 170 while at the track.
That's really dramatic.
With back-to-back burnouts and track pulls.
Where are people buying your products? How have they found you?
Well, most of our sales are done through the forums and online on our websites and social media. Obviously, Facebook and Instagram, and there's a big factor in that. And you know, they see our products winning the races, and they want to know how they can do it too.
Chryslers are popular the world over. Everybody loves a Hemi.
Yes.
Where are folks buying your products?
All over the world. We got them from the United States, Australia, Middle East, Canada. Obviously, you know, Puerto Rico, we even see them. A lot of them, we get the guys in Australia love them.
Well, the folks in Australia are smart, and they know that a little bit of an investment on the front end is going to save you a lot of heartache in the long run. So check them out at hellraisertransmission.com. Well, thus ends another half hour of innovation and cool products. And if you have a product you want to see on our show, email Jeff at masterstv.com because he wants to hear from you. We thank you for joining us this week, and we're going to do it again next week, so be sure to join us here at the same time on Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. So long.